Hello everyone and welcome back to UZEX News on UzReport TV channel. Today in our edition you can get acquainted with the results of the exchange activities for the first half of 2021 as well as the cotton fiber exchange market condition. At the beginning of our program we traditionally offer you the results of trades on all trading platforms of UZEX market and the price dynamics of the top commodity positions. These were the main indicators of UZEX exchange over the past week. Now let's dwell on the results of Uzbek commodity exchange for the first half of 2021. Generally, over the past 6 months of 2021, transactions worth about 39.4 trillion sums were concluded on all trading platforms of the exchange, which is 56.4% more than in the same period last year. Averagely, monthly deals were concluded worth 6.5 trillion sums. At the same time, transactions in the months of January amounted to 4.8 trillion sums, as we can see on the diagram, and in the months of June about 7.7 trillion sums, as we can see almost in the middle of 2021, which is the maximum indicator for the period under review. There are minor changes in the trade structure. A significant part, or about 87% of it, falls on exchange trading, as we can see on the screen, 87.2% to be exact. The second place is taken by public procurement, the share of which was 10%, as we can see on the screen. In this system, transactions worth almost 4 trillion sums were concluded, which is 2.5 times more than in the same period last year. In the system of B2B e-commerce, transactions worth over 1 trillion sums have been concluded, which is about 3% of the total turnover, as we can see on the screen. The share of transactions concluded in the online auction for the sale of license plates is less than 1%, as we can see on the screen. Let us dwell separately on the indicators of participation of entrepreneurs in electronic trading. In general, the total volume of transactions concluded with the participation of businesses amounted to 14.7 trillion sums, which is 53% more than in the first half of the last year. At the same time, they purchased commodity resources for 9.7 trillion sums through the UZEX exchange trade platform and sold their own products for 5 trillion sums at the Uzbek commodity exchange. As for the exchange trading structure, the largest deals were concluded for energy resources, which is the best performer as we can see on the diagram, and it goes with 23%. Cotton fiber and mineral fertilizers are going with the same percentage for both of the commodity assets, which goes with cotton products 12% and fertilizers are going as well 12%. The third top leadership position here is taken by construction materials, which goes with 9%, and the next positions were taken by food products and non-ferrous metals. To be exact, food products and foodstuffs goes with 8% and non-ferrous metals 8% respectively at the Uzbek Commodity Exchange. For the 6 months of the current year, goods for a total amount of $57.6 million were sold through the UZEX exchange trade platform, which is 26.7% more than in 2020. Polyethylene is the best performer and took the leadership position with 39% in the segment of export trades, as we can see on the screen. The second position definitely here is taken by the oil products, which goes with a 28%. And the third top leadership position here is taken by cotton fiber, which goes with 23% in the export trades of the UZEX exchange trade platform. It's worth to mention about folders and propane. So folders goes with 3% and propane goes with 1% respectively in the export trades of Uzbek Commodity Exchange. As for license plates, from the months of January to the months of June 2021, over 70,000 beautiful license plates worth 139.1 billion sums were sold through the UZEX exchange online auction. At the same time, the growth of license plate sales increased 3 times in quantitative terms, in total 50.6%. The cheapest license plate was sold for 450,000 sums and the most expensive was sold for 441.5 million sums. The average cost of one deal on the acquisition of a license plate was 2 million sums. We are moving on to a separate segment of the exchange market. In particular, we are going to consider the cotton fiber for January to June 2021. Generally, over the period under review, over 200,000 tons of cotton fiber of various grades were sold through the electronic trading of UZEX platform, which is practically at the level of the last year. Average monthly sales for the period under review amounted to 33,000 tons. At the same time, until June of this year, there was a downward trend in the sale of these products at the UZEX exchange trade platform. If in the months of January 2021 the volume of sales was 42,000 tons, then in the months of June this figure dropped to 23.3 thousand tons, as we can see on the screen. Let's consider the structure of cotton fiber sales, and generally over the past period 5 grades of fiber of various types have been sold at the Uzbek Commodity Exchange. The highest sales volume was noted for the first grade of the fourth fiber, the share of which goes with 70%, as we can see on the screen, which is an absolute leader in the segment of cotton fiber. The second position here is taken by 2 commodity groups, the second grade fourth type, which goes with 7%, and third grade fourth type goes with 7% as well at the Uzbek Commodity Exchange. It's worth to mention about the first grade fifth type, which goes with 5%, and fourth grade the fourth type goes with 5% either at the Uzbek Commodity Exchange, especially in the segment of cotton fiber. Let's consider the dynamics of prices for cotton fiber by months in the domestic market, and until the months of June 2021, the monthly dynamics of prices on the domestic cotton fiber market shows an upward trend, which is associated with a decrease in the volume of exhibiting this product at the Uzbek Commodity Exchange. If in the months of January the average price for all types of cotton fiber was 15.4 million sums per ton, then in the months of June this figure increased to 20.8 million sums per ton, which is the maximum level since the beginning of 2021. At the same time, in March-June, there was a noticeable decrease in the volumes of exposition and sale of cotton fiber. According to the cotton fiber purchase structure in the context of regions, it is necessary to separately highlight some of the leaders. To be exact, metropolitan area Tashkent and Tashkent region are the best performers on consuming cotton fiber at the UZEX exchange trade platform. As we can see on the diagram, it goes with 33.3%. Fergana region is on the second position with a share of 23%. The following places are also occupied by Fergana Valley regions, in particular the shares of Andijan. As we can see, it goes with 13.9% on consuming cotton fiber at the UZEX exchange trade platform. The third top leadership position here is taken by Namangan region in the Fergana Valley, which goes with 8% on consuming cotton fiber at the UZEX platform. The share of other regions remains in the range 1 to 6%. So these were all commands for today. Thank you for watching us and being with us. Do join us next week on UzReport TV channel and surely with our website at www.uzex.uz. See you next week. Bye.